Greetings to you all and welcome back to Let's Play Command & Conquer. We need to know what it is we've got to do, but we refuse to read text.
GDI is evacuating the village of Oham Hajir. Nod command directive. Destroy village and terminate GDI rescue operations. Search and destroy residual GDI presence.
Once again, short and sweet. And once again we get to see that we are not the only turncoat in the world. It seems the woman who does the voices for all the computers in this land, who I believe is called Eva, works for both sides. This is good stuff. So we have a small detachment and our job is to massacre civilians. It's the kind of thing we're getting used to, only this time we've been ordered to do it and we're not just doing it for fun. Maybe that takes the edge off a little bit, but I don't know, it's still entertaining. Our units are very slow, with the patient vehicles sit at the back, despite the fact that they are quicker than all of the infantry. We've been given a lot of rocket units, so I'm guessing there's going to be a tank at some point. Well, okay, Humvee, that's a kind of tank. In the fact that it's not a tank, but who cares?
Yes, sir.
Well, the enemy still lacks some control over the units. You'll notice the Humvee just basically attacks whatever it feels like, whereas it should be focusing down the infantry. It was, to begin with, attacking the attack bike. I suppose it does fair damage to an attack bike, but still not the best target it could have chosen. Not going to complain at the computer shortcomings of the AI and their one-track mind of just attack whatever I see first. It is useful. It can be horrendously exploited when it comes to base levels. I'm not going to tell you how, and I'm not going to do it. Because I want you lot to play the game, and I want you to play it properly. Stop your cheating. I have no idea which way we're supposed to go, but I get the feeling that cliff just connects up there and there's nothing over there. There's certainly a road this way, so this will do us just fine. This bridge looks suspiciously like the one from the first level, but we're not in the same territory. Maybe they just reused the graphics, or maybe the world only has one method of building bridges.
Moving out. You got it.
I'm also going to assume that there is nothing over here. So the main priority is to kill all of the GDI. They're obviously the opposition who are going to fight back. The civilians can be picked off at our leisure. And I do mean leisure. But fun it is. We find ourselves in the circumstances that we're getting used to now. A church, maybe a crate, a washing line of crucial importance. Go, my mighty micro!
Yes, sir.
Yes, and then we blow ourselves up. Good plan. So I'm not sure if killing all the civilians is part of the mission objective, or if it's just a case of you will need to kill all the GDI and then off-screen when the mission's ended, it can be imagined that we killed all the civilians. But we may have to do it ourselves. To an APC.
Unit affirmative. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Ready and wait out.
These levels generally follow one of two patterns, these levels without bases I mean. They will either be incredibly easy and you will have units that outnumber the enemy 20-fold, and that was terrible!
Ready and waiting.
Or it will be the complete opposite and the level will be incredibly difficult and you must take great care throughout the entire thing. Go massacre that man as he admires his washing. Good stuff.
Waiting order. Acknowledge.
But yes, the levels are generally split into one of two parts and there is no middle ground whatsoever. They're either very easy or very hard. This one seems to be teetering on easy, but losing those 4 miniguns is obviously not going to help. Good group of grenadiers and I'm going to be dead. Instinct says follow the road. Instinct also says wait for the buggy. Let's not wait for the men who are very slow. I hope there is nothing else in this town. Villagers here seem to be living in structures that range between some kind of barn, sort of mud huts and cinder blocks. Interesting stuff.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out.
A little curious where the top of the map is. It's quite far away.
Moving out.
This is where we find that GDI has an entire base up this way. We were supposed to go somewhere else and get reinforcements.
Acknowledge.
It's an irritating thing that happens surprisingly often. And the game gives you no indication which way to go. One way gives you units necessary for the completion of the mission, the other way leads you to certain death. But that's what this button up here is for, options load. Very useful. We've yet to use it.
Vehicle moving out. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Will I be saving and loading in the missions? Maybe later on.
Moving out.
But I'm not going to be saving every time I send forward an attack force, and if it fails, loading back. I may save when I finish constructing my base and things like that, and then if we fail the mission, you don't have to watch me build the base for 10 minutes again.
Yes, sir.
Time-saving measures, that kind of thing.
Reporting. Got it.
You will appreciate it, trust me.
Awaiting affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Yes, I'm beginning to lack patience for you rocket troopers.
Moving out. Unit moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative.
Okay, that's a base.
Moving out. Vehicle reporting. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes,
That's a little interesting. I'm again in the situation where I feel maybe I've missed something, or maybe I can go around the back
moving out.
in some kind of sneaky manner. Let us see.
Moving out. Affirmative.
Let us weep that this plan looks impossible.
Acknowledge.
We have been thwarted by yet a
Moving
single
out.
tree.
Moving out. Moving out. Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
So the plan is to try and slip everyone
Yes, moving out.
past this guard tower,
Moving
I
out.
like so, and hope that all the rocket troopers can do the same. Then we will blow our way through some sandbags over here and try and get into the base.
Reporting.
Then we will find out the game wants us to actually destroy the guard towers as well, and we will fail the mission.
Sir, moving out.
This way we get to drag it out.
Unit reporting. Yes, sir.
I'm a little scared the rocket troopers may get in each other's way if I send them all over at once, so we're going to have some kind of pseudo-Congo line on the go.
Acknowledge. You got it. Reporting. Moving
And I
out.
can't send the buggy yet because it'll be too fast, it'll get in everyone's way and it'll blow up in
Yes,
one
sir.
shot.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Moving out. Unit report. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Moving out.
Sneaky tactics gonna win the day, let's see. They did last time, if you remember, on that GDI mission with the APC.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
We snuck around the enemies and we managed to steal that crate, and then stand on the square of all importance.
Yes, sir.
So maybe Sneaky's gonna do it for us again, who knows.
Yes, sir. Roger. Moving out. Unit report. Moving out.
Careful where you're straying, buggy.
Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
A little interested in what's down here.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledge.
We'll take a quick look while these guys catch up.
Affirmative. Vehicle report. Affirmative.
If you're like me, you're a curious sort, you want to go and investigate all these kinds of places.
Moving out.
Except for places where you believe you know what's there, like this place here where you can't be bothered.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
They've certainly taken time to create this whole region over here, which you would have thought you could have missed if you'd just gone straight into the base. So maybe we were supposed to avoid it. Maybe it will connect back around here and it's an alternate way into the base. Who knows?
Affirmative.
I'm sure a lot of you know, but I don't.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
It's times like this we wish we had an APC and we could reveal the shroud significantly faster, but we don't, so suck it up.
Affirmative.
Yes, it does look like this is a connecting path.
Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out.
And I'm guessing this is a dead end down here as well. There's one of those trees in the way, and towards the bottom of the map. Okay, so this is the last part of the level.
Not a problem.
Let us blast our way in.
Yes, sir. Moving
Just
out.
scout around.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Destroying this base is not a problem. Destroying the guard towers is. It doesn't look like this base actually has anything that would warrant it to be described as a base. It has power, it has a radar. Oh no, it has a construction yard. You were a construction yard, what will you construct?
Moving out.
Oh, and quite terrifyingly it had a barracks.
Unit moving out.
And they know how to sell. The enemy has learned to sell.
Waiting order. Acknowledge.
I knew this was coming, because it's just one of those techniques that the computer picks up when you get to the later levels. When it's about to lose a building, it now sells it. That means it gets some money back for it, and it gets a couple of infantry out of it. Sneaky stuff, this sale tactic. We can use it, but generally speaking, if we're in a position where we need to be selling buildings because we're in that much trouble, then we've already lost. But it's an irritating thing the computer does, because it means you can't just send in mass rocket troops, for example, because you'll get killed by the odd minigunners that come out. But it could be worse. There could be technicians, the blighters. There's one of the just demonic beings. Look, he's trying to take out all of my units. Okay, he's going to go flare around the back. They do have weapons. They have pistols. They are very, very weak. I believe they are limited to 10 shots with the pistol, then they run out of ammo. But they are just a pain to hit. They can even dodge bullets. Look at them. It's like something out of the Matrix. And he set my buggy alight.
Yes, sir. Unit affirmative.
They are really, really irritating. Now, I do believe on a previous level I said that if you knock out the power, you knock out the base defences. That's not true for lower level base defences. Guard towers and the Nod's red turret things, they do not get knocked out when you knock out the power. Only the advanced defences that we've yet to see get knocked out when you knock out the power. I'm sure there'll be a level based around us doing that, so look forward to that. But maybe the mission will say, ah, well done, good job, and we've taken out all the buildings and we can leave these things. Maybe the computer will sell them, and what happened to my buggy?
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, now the computer has found this sell button, which I can't demonstrate, even though we don't have any production capabilities. This sell button, there it is. It will have a new mindset, I suppose you can call it, in that sometimes when it believes it's completely lost a level, it will sell all of its buildings off, so it gets some units out of it and just do an almighty charge. Now generally it thinks it's lost a level when it has no production structures left, which will be when this thing goes down. Which will be quite soon if these guys keep missing that soldier. So hopefully, when I destroy this, they will sell these. And here comes 2 grenadiers, which is actually more fearsome than you can possibly imagine, because they would destroy my guys in 2 shots. So I now need everyone to focus on the grenadiers, but I need them to stay split up when they do it. It's kind of an odd situation to be in. So one of them. Don't group up! I know it was my fault, but still I'm blaming you guys. Join in as well, attack line. You see just how long it takes to kill 1 grenadier, and now that they've sold that, they've got an enormous amount of minigunners. And things aren't looking good anymore.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yeah, we're not going to win this. There's no real way about it. These guys will completely destroy us, even with micro. I get credit for trying though, right? Oh, maybe we can do this actually. If we get some good shots off, it's possible. If we stay in fight, it's not. Okay, just don't miss. Just don't miss. Yes, there we go, we're still alive. Realistically, the problem now comes that when we destroy these buildings, they're going to get some more units out of it and we're going to die anyway. So, this mission is a lost cause. I'm going to say it right now. It's all over for us here. So what am I going to do? I'm going to restart the entire mission. Yes, I am. This video's been a waste of time. No, it hasn't. It's been good fun. You've seen me lose. But on the plus side, we now know where the enemies are. We know what we have to do. We know there's an APC here. It's the thing. We need to make sure we don't get crushed next time, don't we? That would be a good plan. Where does this path lead? Absolutely nowhere. No, we're blocking tree. Anyway, we know roughly where the enemies are and what we have to do, so next time we'll be better prepared. When we lose again, look forward to that. Hopefully, you will join me for the next video where we take a second stab at this one, and I shall see you then.